Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. Listen, I had to say something about this debacle that President Trump has got himself into. Excuse my voice because I'm a little bit under the weather here. I can't believe that, and this is if you read the title of this, I put a question mark at the end, but I didn't say is before the president. But President Trump seems to me to be sabotaging the conservative movement. I don't see how he's going to even have a chance to win the midterms with continuing to show his arrogance and trying to co-sign to people who think he's a blatant racist. And no matter how much he hates Barack Obama, any of that stuff, or whether he hates him or not, you can't have slip-ups like he did last night or the night before. You just can't, because your agenda is in jeopardy if you lose the midterms. And if you lose the midterms, there's a good chance that you may even lose the Senate at the same time. And then we're going to be talking impeachment and for the next 2 years. And then you may lose the presidency in 28. You can't have stupid memes of Michelle and Barack Obama as apes. And so I'm gonna go ahead and play a couple of things to say the excuses of how they made this mistake. And they say, well, when you're going through these videos, once one video is over, you'll scroll into the next one. And the next one just so happens to be a meme of Michelle and Barack as apes. And then it goes back to some other video because it only has like a 1-second clip of them as apes. No context, no nothing else. And what I did was I also went in and I found the full video of them depicting Democrats as animals. And I have something to say about the meme in full context. And there is no way that anybody could couch this situation or make excuses for it, like this whole so-called anonymous staffer who actually made this mistake and got permission through all the handlers that Trump has to post it. You either got idiots working for you, or there's an underlying thing where you just think you can get away with this shit. Now, I understand that the black vote this last election wasn't as meaningful as it was in the past, but you can't afford to have any enemies, right? If you want your agenda to go forward, we can't have these kind of mistakes going on. People already say you're a racist. Now, I believe Biden's more racist than Trump ever was, but Biden wasn't an idiot with it, right? So, but Trump, this is some stupid shit, man. So I'm going to just play the small clip that, because I took it down, but it took him 12 hours to take it down. He won't apologize because he has some kind of thing saying, well, I can't apologize to people because that admits I did something wrong, probably. So, but this is just, it's idiotic. Like, I believe in the agenda of the conservatives, closed borders, getting the illegal aliens out of the country. It's only 2 sexes, stop making illegal gender affirming mutilation. There's a lot of stuff strong on, being strong on crime, things of that nature. The tariff wars, right? Balancing the trade deficit, all the things that will make America stronger, right? Than weaker if we have these blatant liberal communists in charge. But he's doing everything he can to sabotage the agenda. Sometimes the best thing to say is nothing at all. And so you can't have a staffer making this kind of mistake. This shit is just the media that's against him is going to try to stretch this shit out for the rest of the year. Right? It's just stupid. It's absolutely stupid. And, and it just hurts everybody who's a conservative and moving from the, into the middle, and you want to have conservative leanings, but you can't justify your president or the president at the time having such low character or being responsible with people who have such low character that they could put some shit out like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just incredible. I can't believe that they could make this kind of faux pas. And the funny thing about it is, today in Wall Street is on fire. I mean, after a bad week, today the Dow Jones went over 50,000 points. It was up like 1,200 points, 2 to 3% today. It was amazing. There's something going on with silver. You know what the dividend on silver is going to be? I'm going to just say this. This is just like a sidetrack. This month, the dividend on silver, SLVO, is going to be $7.90 per share. It's incredible what's going on. So I don't know why you, in the middle of that, so now we got this bad news that's going to permeate the whole weekend. So Monday, I don't know what's going to look like on Monday, but still, so the news cycle's over, but all they're going to be talking about all weekend is this stupid shit. So let's go ahead and see what I'm talking about, right? Let me close this down, put this up. And, so this, they took down this post. It took them 12 hours to take down this post. But let's go ahead and play and see, what these people are talking about. I just captured this from somebody else. So let me play it and listen to what they're saying. So this is, in a nutshell, the excuse and everything all rolled up into one nice, neat bow.
The political temperature in the United States is rising again. And this time, it's an online post that has ignited a national backlash. U.S. President Donald Trump is facing sharp condemnation after sharing an AI-generated video on his Truth Social platform, a video Democrats are calling openly racist. The 1-minute clip repeats debunked conspiracy theories about...
All right, so I just wanted to stop here because, it's not only the Democrats who are calling this racist, okay? So let's get that shit straight. I think anybody who has a modicum of decency is calling this shit racist, okay? And then the excuse that you have a staffer who would be this stupid working for you doesn't absolve you as the president, okay? That's another thing. But when they say that the meme that popped up is like an automatic transfer from one post, right, to the other if you don't stop it, that would be consistent if the whole video of the Democrats as animal thing would have played. Somebody cut that ape picture in between the spice, right? So look at this.
A video Democrats are calling openly racist.
The
1-minute clip repeats debunked conspiracy theories.
And then this goes back to this. So somebody actually purposely clipped that 1 second in between this video. That's not the same thing as an automatic scroll. This shit was intentional. Right now, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, they've said all kinds of crazy shit about Trump in the past. But none of that stuff warrants him blowing it for all the conservatives by having some stupid shit like this go out there. This is just all the good fucking work that you're trying to do can go down the drain on stupid shit like this. I can't imagine a country back in the hands of guys like Zoran Mondani and AOC and fucking Gavin Newsom. Can you imagine? You see what California looks like after Gavin? Can you imagine that power countrywide? I mean, you can't blow it. And that's what he's doing with shit like this. And it's pissing me off. And as a black man, and whether I was black or not, but this, you want, when you transition into conservatism and you want to, show the good things, you can't, I'm never going to go out and try to explain some shit like this away. I'm not going to say, oh, here's all the 20 good things he's done. And who cares if he thinks black people are monkeys? I'm not going to say that shit. So here's the clip I'm gonna show the clip of the meme in full context, right? Right. So let's get to the meme in full context. You know what I'm saying? And I really, 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 uh, and you guys could try to tell me whether you think this absolves him or not. All right. So let's see the clip in the full context and see what we say about that. All right. I'm not going to play the music because I don't want to have any copyright shit. So let's play this in full context. Okay. This shit is bad, man. And then here he is, with his ego on full display. I don't know who that is, but that's bad. And I don't want to say what this looks like. Now, just to be clear, now Donald Trump probably had nothing to do with this particular full meme. But if anybody thinks it explains away the fact that they had Michelle and Barack Obama as apes in the beginning, but they shared the sarcasm and fun with all the rest of the Democrats, both white, black, and indifferent, it doesn't explain it away. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Okay, and so it's not a good excuse. The fact that he won't apologize is not a good excuse. The fact that he won't take this down is not a good excuse. This shit is bad, man. Now, I don't know if I could make a mountain out of this molehill, but he did this shit to himself. Now, I don't know what side some of you guys are on. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm just starting to look at it. But do we believe that his staffer did this thing? Or did he just put it out there and just think, yeah, you know what, man, this is a chance for me to get back at Barack. He's been a thorn in my side for years. So this one, this is just a dig at him and his wife. Even if it was, let's just say he wanted to do something to stab at Barack and his wife, and it wasn't this historic racial thing about them being apes. It still wouldn't be good. It still would be something unbecoming of the president of the United States, right? This kind of petty shit, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Every time, you try to get to some kind of jet stream where, the Republicans could put out a message that resonates with the people, that can keep keep the House, keep the Senate, put them in the lead for presidential in 2028, and they keep doing shit to sabotage that. Right now, I don't mind what's the ICE stuff. You need to have law enforcement at every level, and I think they might be solving that now. But this is bad. I didn't mean to come on here and do anything for long, but this shit is gonna be damn. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. We're gonna have to hear about this shit for quite some time. How much ground he loses because of this, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Of course, not the end of the world, but we'll see. I don't think any bad news is not good for the Republicans. Not when they're losing a lot of these little elections and the Democrats are coming back in. They lost Virginia because the Republicans put up a rhino who was the, I guess, vice governor, and she was a rhino. Right, so she lost the election, and that chick in Virginia is trying to rewrite everything. Like after she's finished, Virginia wouldn't have been nowhere near like a southern state. Anyway, so that's all I have to say. You guys can feel the way you want to feel in the chat, but and I really believe that Biden was as racist or more than Trump, but Biden didn't do stupid shit like this. He didn't, and this is not good. And I just want to come on here and say it, and so I can go back to normal, right? Because even Caroline Levitt came out and said something kind of stupid too. But I'm still, it's not going to change my vote, by the way. I'm never voting any of these communists back into office. I can tell you that right now. As long as the left-wing communists have control of the Democrat Party, I'm never voting for them. But I still don't want the guy who's representing conservatism to be an asshole. Anyway, folks, it's a Friday night. What the hell are you guys doing in the chat anyway? I'm going to keep this short. You guys have your opinion. I'm going to read all these comments later on. And with that, our pain, marriage, politics, and sports, your favorite baby boomer, over and out.